All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Monogatari Often Monster Episode 9. We just witnessed peak.
Yeah.
Or, in Monogatari terms, another Tuesday.
Yeah.
But that was incredible. That was fantastic. And Deathtopia was saying that, oh, hey, I wonder what
She was.
What Kiss Shot's up to. So
Yeah, it's been some time.
just a little bit.
Yeah. I highly doubt we're getting anything Shinobu focused. I feel like that was something where we are kind of putting a pin on there is a vampire in transit,
Ah, yes, right.
It's going
Waited
to take
600 years. We can wait a little longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yes. Given that we have spent also just a good amount of time with other like side characters and such, but there are a couple others that have been like mentioned, but haven't actually been shown yet.
You want a Hachikuji arc, don't you?
No, weirdly enough, I think Hachikuji is actually like one of the few characters that maybe shouldn't be having an arc, but more of like having someone like who actually would it be? I'm like thinking here, like I don't know, maybe Senjo, maybe
just like their college
Tsuruga,
life. That'd be great.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe. There's.
I feel like it's got to be Shinobu because while those 2 episodes were incredible, it was only 2 episodes. We could do more than that.
Maybe
We can do more.
man. Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like it doesn't make sense to go from that incredible thing there
Two donuts.
to just cut. Like
But we have the context now.
Yeah,
Caleb.
I know. But
Everything has so much more meaning.
If anything, if we're gonna do that, then like we can't have it be a Shinobu arc. It's gonna be just everybody, and this is where we actually get Araragi then.
Sure. Yes.
Like-
okay. Yeah, totally.
like-
because I want like college dorm Shinobu shadow shenanigans. Yeah.
Sure. I
Shadow
could dig that. Yeah. If we're gonna have Shinobu, then we have to have Araragi.
Right. And I mean.
And then it's not really a Shinobu arc. It's more just we're gonna talk about everybody, or maybe it's just no. At this point, now we actually can get some Araragi time, and And
even if something is set up as a Shinobu arc, you can't necessarily trust that because it might surprise be a Hachikuji arc.
That's right.
You know,
Wait,
so-
so we actually could be getting a Hachikuji arc? I'd be down. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh. Who it is?
Just random person.
播磨関はこの春私立直江津高校に入学したばかりの1年生
Okay. Damn.
Whole life taken over. It's like, why are y'all trying so hard?
Yeah.
そう辞める理由にもなるし、きっと期末試験も免除されるに違いない。
Sure.
播磨関への下校道には現れてくれなかった
It was very specific though for something that didn't happen.
私を楽にしてくれるなら何でもいい。
She's gonna end up creating some kind of apparition. Yeah.
いただきますって挨拶ほどいただけねえ文句はねえよな。
No way.
Okay.
挨拶なんてまるでお粗末だぜ。俺様はデストピアビル
It is!
All right. Yeah. You a cosplayer or something? Oh, okay.
Shinobu
All right.
Mustard! What? Okay.
General Hospital. Okay, so she was.
She was attacked, yeah.
Yep.
Dying, okay.
What do we got?
こよみん。
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Here he is.
Look at that long hair.
これしかも人の
Look at him. College student plus 3. Yeah.
心臓も動いているし呼吸もしている生体反応は嫌になるほど正常だ
After all that?
Because she's been drained, but also maybe made into an undead, or a vampire or something.
吸血鬼化しているということですか
吸血鬼化に失敗したと見るべきだね
Right, because
Okay.
why she looks like this.
方法はあるはずだ
助けるねもちろん私はこの子をハリマゼちゃんを助ける
But you've got a vampire.
単純に頼もしいと思ってもらっちゃやっぱり困るんだよ
Okay.
会心だよ次の患者を紹介しよう
Oh,
All right, wait.
a
so
whole
we
bunch
had-
of people have been attacked.
一人とは限らない もっと多くて単に大量のミイラが発見されていないだけか。
This is just what we found so far.
That's fun. Well, she's also potentially like poking at him to see if he
Right.
knows anything.
そんなことは思ってもみなかったよ。
Oh
土
no.
地勘のある君に協力してほしいだけなのさ。
You know, you're also a vampire too.
実は私の方こそコヨミ
I've never done that.
んだよ。頼もしいコヨミンを。私は現在ヨズルのやつを呼びも。
Nice, drawing that distinction between the two of them.
でもヨズルはどんなに急いでもこの町に到着するま
She's real far.
あの子はあの子で今は別件の仕事中だから。
Very important one.
Yes.
卒業するまで約4年間。君の前に姿を現さないし、
Oh.
連絡も取らないと誓う。
That's a pretty good deal.
もう専門家とも無縁の明るく楽しいキャンパスライフを送ってくれたまえ。
You'll be entirely out of the light novels.
ました学業に支障が出ない範囲で手伝わせて
An Aragi arc, a Shinobu arc, a Deathopia arc, a Gain arc,
Yep.
and we gotta have somebody else. Who else?
Kaiki.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, please.
発見された。やはり
Shit.
直江津高校の女子生徒だ。
What do you know? Your one a day thing was pretty on point, Koyomin. Yeah. You just kind of threw that out there. Did. Oh, okay. Just kind of
Just died.
sapped her energy.
Yeah.
にすぐ脇にそれを書いたと五色筆記具も落ちていた。
Okay.
Okay, has nothing to
Don't
do
you
with
know
that.
everything?
このダイイングメッセージリビングメッセージと言うべきかもしれません
リビングメッセージか。うまいね。ダイイングメッセージをリビングという。
Yeah. Fun.
だけど2人目の被害者である本能あぶりちゃんも
No
これと同
way.
じようなストラップをスマートフォン
Okay.
No way.
は違ってこないかい？
That is.
すると直江津高校の女子生徒だという以外にも被害者には共通点があるのだ。
Oh. I mean, correlation does not equal causation, but it could just be a really popular, like,
Yeah.
someone selling these kinds of things at the school. Some kind of charm thing that's in trend, you know, at the moment.
Right. But the fact that we saw Deathtopia at the beginning makes it kind of strange that now we're going into it like a classic murder investigation.
よメニコ
あららぎちゃん。
New character.
Okay. Maths department. Okay.
New friend, yeah.
Cool.
単語帳な、懐かしいな。
Nostalgic? What's nostalgic?
裏
Okay.
わかんない。
分解すると B と Q に37が挟まれているという構造なわけです、大文字で書いたら全く違う B と Q はしかしながら小文字で書けば
Oh.
逆さになっているだけで
Cool.
I like it.
Cool.
6と9。
Right.
Okay.
つまり代入に代入を重ねれば。
Yeah. 67779.
Okay. Nice.
この友人は僕と同じ数学科の大学生ですからこうした数字の並びを見てみれば素因数分
Oh.
そうだね。
Wow.
ただ
Okay, there's no need. No need.
Okay. All right.
17779は3つの素数に分割できることは
Fun.
つまり67779です
Oh, that's fun.
79は22番目の素数。
Very cool.
2番目のアルファベットは V。
Deathtopia Virtuoso Suicide Master.
単語帳の該当の紙幣には裏面にも記載がありまして
Right. 231.
Yeah, so change the order.
表面の暗号から導かれた3つのアルファベットを
DVS.
略語は略語でもこれはイニシャルだよ。こよ
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah.
トピア・ビルトゥオーゾ・スーサイド・マスターのような。
You know, I've heard a name kind of like that once before.
Yeah, I've hunted her a little bit here and there.
3人とも同じ部活動に所属していたんだ。
Basketball.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
それは妖怪変化全般を専門としながら怖いもの大園東映
Fun.
現直江津高校3年生の女子高生であり女子バスケットボール部の
She's about to graduate. Let's go.
どうやら被害に遭ったのは昨日の未明のようだ。
Yeah, the when and the where.
じゃあ発見されたのは3人目でも口元ちゃんは被害者としては2人目ってこと
Huh.
吸血鬼はその夜が明けないうちに同じく直江津。
231.
もちろん他にも被害者はいるかもしれ
Yeah, we just haven't found them yet.
生徒に限らず 干からびたミイラを探して街中に目を
But it'd be best if we could get this figured out before tonight.
に助力を求めた方がいいでしょうか。
どうだろう。今となってははっきり怪異の側ということだからね。
I don't know.
からカンバルと会うよう手はずを整えますよ。
Damn it. We were this close to greatness.
Yep.
飛んだついでもあったもんだ。私の姪っ子が迷惑をかけるね。
Damn, the guilt tripping.
とっさに残した暗号とするならちょっと込み入りす
Yeah, it's very complex to just spit out.
吸血鬼からの署名だと推理するのが実は適当な
That would make much more sense.
犯行声明、宣戦布告、自己表現。
Or maybe something as a calling card for Shinobu.
So maybe ask your resident vampire?
バスケ部時代の同期の日笠だ。私が引退した後、部のキャプテンを務めていた。
Okay.
どうせろくな噂じゃないんだろ。
That's correct.
怪しいものは混入させていないから安心して飲んでくれ。
Why did you have to say that then?
Yep.
バイトは昔からの知り合いみたいに感じていまして、
That's it now.
初めて会った気がしないんですよ。
Well, there's some things about her.
差が流れているんだ。
Oh
八
no!
越高校を卒業した唯一の不良生徒でしたからね。
Oh my god.
歌を聞いているだけに私ブルっちゃってます。あ、友達に自慢したい
Yeah.
Oh.
言うまでもないことですけれど、これって女子高生100人分の個人
Yeah,
情報
yeah,
なん
yeah.
ですよね。
I
Yeah.
can't just give that
I
out.
can't.
ちょっと連絡先だけで
It's
なく
pictures.
身長と体重
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
ただでさえただでは済まないのに、ましてその記録を変態と名高きあら
To our famed, yes.
Hang on now.
いえ、先輩と名高き荒らぎ変態と言ったのです。
She elevates on the pillow.
荒木先輩にこのマル秘の名簿を
Hopes?
くれるんじゃないかと期待しているからです。
What?
Why?
What?
引退した後のジョバス、雰囲気が最悪みたいで、
ってことか。カンバルとか
No, they got more intense despite losing, yeah.
楽しい連帯感のある女子バスケットボール部じゃなくなったということ、
Yeah.
連帯責任だけが残った。
Damn, just
Yeah, it
a
does sound
series
pretty
of
awful.
shoelaces all tied together.
5名が行方不明になっている。
Damn, and there's only 3 bodies found.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
It both was a Deathtopia continuation, it was a Shinobu arc, but Shinobu hasn't been seen except in the transition cards.
And we've got
And we got Araragi, and we have Kambaru.
Yep.
It was all of our
Very much
things.
fits
And
for the often monster.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, we were both right and both wrong, and
Right.
and it's something completely combining all of these things and actually kind of a sequel arc because Deathtopia shows up in the first few seconds,
Yep.
basically.
To
and
confirm that's what's going on here.
someone called for an oddity, someone called for a monster. Well, what do you know? You've given
Allow
me
me to
permission.
introduce
yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
DVS. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this kind of twist here, and that this is an actual problem for the city, a problem that brings Araragi himself out
yeah?
of retirement
Yep.
into the whole work of this, something that brings Kambaru into this as well.
And yet, when the whole idea of a vampire attacking people is brought up, yeah, we have the whole thing of, hey, is Shinobu a suspect? And no, of course not. But we don't immediately then be like, all right, so Shinobu looks into the shadow. Where are you at? Like,
Yeah, in a lot of ways, what I think is being hinted at is that Gain plays games.
yes.
And Gain likes to play games. And thus this is kind of a test or something else being done underneath the surface here.
right.
Did
Did she not actually know the code to the phone and all that stuff? Or, is there
she
there
jumped
something else?
immediately to like Deathtopia,
Sure.
what Deathtopia Virtuoso Suicide Master. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like a name like that. Oh, you immediately jumped to that.
Right. Now,
Very curious.
Now, to be fair, you have, like, if, Gain being all knowing, oh, there's a bunch of vampire attacks. The code leads to a DVS, and you have, the spawn of Deathtopia Virtuoso Suicide Master here. Yeah, there's definitely a connection there, but like, but what's your game, Gain, right? Like, are you having Araragi do this because you don't trust Shinobu and so you don't want to go off of what she says?
Well,
Or,
again,
like,
she's avoiding all oddity help in that regard because she also doesn't want Hachikuji involved.
right.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
think we just have to wait until Gain comes back at the end of the arc to explain everything that is done there in her very Gain way. One of the characters in the show that I've always just kind of put up with.
Not exactly the kind of person that inspires trust.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Something about, I don't know, her killing Araragi, among other things.
Well, also,
you know.
she has a propensity to exposit from a place of knowledge without necessarily like sharing all that she knows.
Oh yeah, no. Anytime someone says I know everything, like that's,
Yeah, exactly.
You're either incorrect or you're correct. In which case, I might like you even less.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
We have a new character in Higasa Seiyu, which sounds like a pun. Just your last name or just Seiyu. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, sure. A friend of Kambaru's? Awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
She kind of looks interesting. I'm not interesting. Familiar
Yeah.
to me. I don't know what it is, but the way that she was like, wait, I feel like I know you. That's obviously referring to the joke in that Kambaru's told her
All
plenty
sorts
of things about Araragi.
Oh, yeah.
Which is funny.
Enough to fill one of the many books in, littering the room of her floor.
Yes, our famed alum pervert. Yes,
You're right.
Our famed pervert alum. One of those two.
Yep.
Yes, yes, definitely. But yes, 100 girls on the roster.
And 5 have gone missing.
5 have gone missing, and the thing that's kind of interesting here is that if there's only 3 bodies that have been found thus far, that could mean that we've had, 5 vampire attacks. But I think what we're hinting at potentially is that this vampire attack is going to reveal some of the dirtier sides of this basketball team. And that maybe at least one of those that have gone missing had nothing to do with a vampire attack.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here because having obviously after the previous arc, if we have it established that a bunch of people have been attacked by a vampire, we, the audience, are going to be like, okay, the person in the previous episode who said, let's pay Shinobu a visit, is probably here paying her a visit. But...
I mean, we literally also saw her go in and
right.
one of them.
But that's something where, okay, but what's the why? Is it just to feed? Is there something else? This level of, leaving your calling card is, yes, so involved that maybe it's the perfect way to, leave a trail that only Shinobu could find. But then... why the basketball team, right?
Well, the basketball team feels specifically like, in my opinion, what ends up happening here is that one of them ends up basically getting, attacked in this way. And then is basically like, wait, I'm not dead. Oh, yeah, fuck that basketball team. I'll give you every bit of info I can if you want to stalk the rest of them. I know where they live. I know everything. And, and now it's basically a form of vengeance or something like that. That's what I can come up with off the cuff, basically.
Right, and there could be all sorts of other things on top of that, right?
Especially if basically they're not collaborating. There's no camaraderie. There's actually a negative atmosphere.
And the idea of it being at that particular high school makes sense because if she's done her due diligence and she knows that Shinobu is connected to Araragi now, that's where Araragi went to high school. Sure, that's a potential way
Araragi still lives here, too. This is literally the town he lives in. So, in that respect, I mean, maybe it's something of where, Shinobu's antics and such, she ended up finding some more, apparition hunters and such and ended up basically knowing that, Kiss Shot? Oh, yeah, there was an incident with her. I think she's been pacified or dealt with or what have you, but last big thing was over in this town and stuff, and thus she's here. But, yeah. A lot of exposition this episode, basically to have the code be done here.
Yep.
A lot also to kind of give us a little bit of a catch up with regards to Araragi, who is graduated, but the subtitles for him seemed like they were saying that he's been in university for a decent amount of time, but then Gain said that we'd leave you alone for the next 4 years.
In order to...
Right. So it's like, wait, is he in school and university in the beginning? That human times vampire times college student divided by 3. I see. So not necessarily that far into his college setup there. Okay.
Yeah,
I
age
thought
19.
that was +3.
Gotcha.
Right.
Like he's been in school for 3 years or something.
Right. But no, he is just all of those things.
Right. The average of those. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Or no, that wouldn't be the average. That'd be... Well, anyways. Yeah.
Okay. But then if they're being mummified and this is a failed vampirization, that also seems like something that could only be solved to be fixed by a vampire. So it might be being hinted at is that Guy knows that's the case and thus brings a half vampire, brings a part vampire into the mix here to potentially also later down the line have Araragi ask Shinobu for help.
Right, without asking Araragi to do it. And or if it's something where, like, maybe Guy, being all-knowing, already knew that this was the connection to Deathtopia. And so it's less about, hey, Araragi, can you figure it out? It's more, can you learn about this so that way Shinobu will learn about this, and then I can see what Shinobu will decide to do. Because I could also see this being something where the nature of the, like, covert message is such that, you know, Deathtopia is wanting to meet with Shinobu, not with Shinobu and, you know, whoever else she associates with now.
Sure.
Right?
And that could be a problem.
Yeah, that could be a problem. It, you know, but at the same time, you know, if Shinobu does decide to, like, go off by herself or whatever, I would both love to see that conversation between the two of them, and also the response of Araragi and the, you know, any conversations that he has with Shinobu and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's so many character interactions that can come about as a result of Deathtopia just showing up again.
Yeah.
That I'm inherently excited for this arc, while at the same time, so far, it doesn't really have anything to do with that, right? It's dealing with all of the stuff with the basketball team and everything. So yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And then having, I guess, just an arc that can cover a large swath of characters that we haven't really spent as much focus on, other than obviously the prequel arc we just had.
Sure.
This is kind of fun. And I would love to see more characters that are in Araragi's life become involved or be brought at least into some conversations here. Obviously, Senjagahara.
Sure.
But
even this new character that's, you know, the majors in cryptology or whatever. Yeah.
cryptography.
Awesome. Cryptography, right.
Yeah. That is, let's find her here. Yeah. Hamukai Meniko.
Cool. Yeah. It's nice to know that Araragi's making friends in college.
Yeah.
Even
Also,
without supernatural occurrences happening.
Also, yes. Yeah, I can't figure it out, even though... Or, no, it's not that I can't figure it out. Why can't you decrypt something this simple, even though he's smarter than me?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
well, right. But it's the kind of thing, is that just being kind? Or is this something of where...
Right, is something being gotten at?
Something is being hinted at, basically, that for some reason, this doesn't leap off the page for Araragi. Because it is weird when you introduce a character that says, I'm not necessary to be here in order to solve this. You, main character, could have solved this, but you didn't. That's like, we haven't seen her enough to know that if that's just her shtick, that she talks down about herself in some way, and that could be her own, like, personal issues.
Yeah,
and stuff
character
like that.
quirk or whatever.
Her own character quirk. But I would say it is an interesting one to note if we're starting off an arc.
Right.
With her then breaking down how needlessly complex this code was, as something that maybe was, like, by definition had to have been done by Deathtopia and not by some high schooler, basically.
Right. And the other thing that just makes me curious about that is that, okay, we've got 2 new characters, you know, being introduced that are named and getting some characterization, all that stuff. All right, cool. But, like, Monogatari does not casually introduce characters, right? Like anytime it introduces a character, at least previously, we've then had and now we go deep on this character and, all of the crazy stuff that is beneath the surface, right?
Right.
And yet both of these characters seem like they could be pretty ordinary. And so, is that something where it's just breaking the usual trend?
I think,
or is there stuff that we will only see moving forward?
I think it's because we've realized some things. Like, things have capitulated in a lot of ways with Araragi in some ways, and that he's no longer only interacting with basically
oddities.
Girls that are beset by oddities in some ways.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's become an adult.
Mm-hmm.
He's grown up.
Right.
He's no longer dealing with his own internal stuff in that way, in like that regard. Obviously, he has issues. He's a human being.
Sure.
But like he's no longer dealing with that side of himself, so he can actually have just a regular conversation with a girl who happens to be into math and cryptology.
Right, and there doesn't have to be anything more there, or whatever. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that. And the idea that Gein, is saying, hey, if you help out with this, I will not interact with you for the next 4 years. That sounds like a fantastic deal.
That sounds like, in a lot of ways, more just set up for the end of this story in a lot of ways, too. Because if we're having oddity issues, Gein is almost certainly around the corner, like at this point in the story.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah. I'm excited for our sports arc as well.
Sure.
Our murder mystery sports arc.
Right.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.